Certainly everybody has heard about the dangers from man-made electromagnetic fields like cell towers, cell phones, computers, and any other Wi-Fi equipment, as well as electric circuits. Yet very few people really understand the massive implications not only on our health, mentally and physically, but also on our evolutionary development. In a nutshell, electromagnetic fields, the man-made ones I am talking about, are adversely affecting our evolution as a human species, in as much as they are slowing the evolutionary process down, in some respects even reversing it, or altogether stopping us from moving forward. A quick look around our environment will soon show you, unless you are totally blind to what is going on, that is, that there are more and more people walking around like zombies. We have a situation where obesity is becoming more and more the order of the day. Recent studies here in the UK have revealed that in 15 years, 50% of all people will be obese. I am not talking about being overweight, I am talking about obesity, quite a different thing. Now, granted, this is to a large degree due to dietary habits. However, the dietary habits are also directly linked to the quality of the soil and to the quality of the seeds that are being used in food production. So it is all interlinked. Geoengineering, electromagnetic radiation, affecting us very, very badly indeed. So back to electromagnetic radiation in particular, which is what I am concerned with here in this video. Basically, what is happening, the massive increase, and we are seeing it on a daily level, of the usage of EMFs due to increased use of cell phones, iPads, and the like, has exerted so much pressure onto our Earth that the Earth is not able to use its natural regenerative cycle to cleanse and clear itself in order to revitalize itself and move on to the next level in its evolution. The Earth, the soil, every particle in the universe, just as is ruled by evolutionary cycles. It is one of the fundamental basics of our existence here on Earth and in this cosmos. So this is something you really need to understand. We are all really governed by the same rules, cycles, and how they evolve, unfold in different fractals, in different magnitudes, but they are present everywhere. So what electromagnetic fields do, and I'm talking about the man-made ones here as opposed to the natural ones, because EMFs also appear naturally in the Earth, they are, as I said, disrupting the cycle. In a normal cycle, you would have coherent energy, which is an energy which is a trend where everything is settled, belief systems remain the same, and everything is what we like to call in balance. Really, a more appropriate term to be using would be saying that everything is in coherence, means things are flowing smoothly and the energy field comes out like this. It's expansive, it's orderly, and it's coherent. Then we come into a chaotic cycle where the energies go off in different directions like this. Structures, as we are known, belief structures, societal structures and things begin to break down, which is often experienced as extremely uncomfortable, because you get situations whereby weather patterns suddenly become very, very unstable cold spells, excessive cold spells, or excessive heat spells, increased volcanic activity, mass migration. They are all linked to these chaotic cycles which we all experience as very unsettling because our old habits are being literally dismantled. However, this is also a very necessary situation because this dismantling of the existing structures needs to take place in order to allow us to evolve onto the next evolutionary step on the evolutionary ladder. So far from being negative, it's a very, very positive thing. We need chaos, we need the dismantling of the energy, and we need to go through this state of chaos. And invariably, when we deal with this in an appropriate fashion rather than fighting it, we will come out bigger and better on the other side. It's not dangerous, it's not life-threatening, far rather it is actually something that is helping us. It is a benign process that assists life, and it assists all of life mentally and physically. It assists plant life, it assists the earth, it assists the cosmos to evolve. The problem is that when we are introducing these man-made electromagnetic fields, we are throwing the system into permanent chaos. In other words, there is no coherence in the energies. The energies are constantly doing that. So the body and the mind, in order to fight this, obviously recognize this as something they are not used to. They are going into what is also referred to as fight and flight response, and they are on constant alert. So we are feeling antsy, we get nervous, we overreact, we are in constant excessive resistance that leads to resentment, to frustration, and so on and so forth. It is rather ironic when you think about it. Today, in a world where we have more technology, where life in many respects is much easier than it ever used to be before, so we think, we are working longer hours, we are working harder, there is way more mental illness around than there has ever been before, and basically things aren't working properly anymore. This is due to a large extent, in my humble opinion, I would say as much as 90%, due to these electromagnetic fields from all the equipment which we are all using. And of course, yeah, hey, I'm here, I am recording this video. Guess what? On my computer, of course, there is no other way. So, well, we are all using them, and I am not saying to you, stop using all your equipment, even though there are many out there saying, right, reduce the exposure to these fields, it's the only way. No, there are other ways how to deal with this, and I will come to that in a moment. However, first of all, I want you to really understand where we are at in this situation, not because I want to join the already excessive number of scaremongers out there, but because I want you to understand that in order to have a life of peace, of calm, of relaxation, and above all health, you need to do something about the situation. It is a lifestyle situation rather than anything else. It's not a luxury. It is not something where you should say, oh, well, I'm going to think about whether this speaks to me or not. The only decision really is what you are going to do out of the many solutions out there, and choosing the most effective solutions in order to help yourself. And this is really where the practice of what I call holistic Feng Shui, which is a hybrid of the traditional Chinese Feng Shui, mainly and predominantly concerned with creating, cleansing, and clearing products and techniques to improve and raise the frequency in our working and living environment. That's what it's all about. Because if you can engage with that kind of approach, it is by far the easiest and also the quickest way to bring relief to your already overstretched body and mind. The reason why we are working so hard on our minds, why we have so many health issues, why it is difficult to lose weight, why many people are aging faster when really exactly the opposite should be the case. The technology is there. It's in our DNA that we can heal ourselves, and yet we are seeing more and more of exactly the opposite taking place. And that is simply due to the fact that the body is spending all its energy on fighting the toxins out there. It is like taking a poison pill every day and hoping you're going to get better and come out alive at the end of the day. It really is as simple as that. So now, who in their right minds would be doing that? So here we are meditating, we are taking supplements, we are hoping to eat the right things, mostly from polluted soil, and wonder that we are not seeing the results we are getting, or if we are seeing the results, we are having to work damn hard on it. Well, as I already said, the reason is, first of all, soils are polluted. The body, because it is already so stressed, has got a very hard time in taking up the nutrients and metabolizing them in such a way that they come to the parts of the body that needs them in order for your brain to function better and for the cells of your entire physical matrix to regenerate and rejuvenate. So, as I said, by far the easiest and quickest way to address it is to look at your environment. Now, when you look at your environment um, and use techniques like meditation, guided meditation in particular, where you are raising consciously raising the free energy frequency in your body and of specific organs. I will discuss this in another video very soon, how we can do this. You will find that the effects compound and you will actually see positive results very, very quickly once you have gone through the initial detoxing period, which is something unfortunately you will have to go through, and you may just find a few weeks where you're feeling a little bit uncomfortable, but I can assure you that the benefit will be huge and it will help you to implement things, to further your career path, to feel more positive, feel more alive, be much more energetic, able to engage with other people. All those things we need in order to self-actualize and co-create our desires with the universe, which of course is very, very possible. And again, as I said, the reason it's not happening is because we are literally wading through toxic fogs of energy. If you could see energy, so some people can, I have to say I can't, but I can feel it. That I have been told by people who can see it. If we were to see it, you would have a hard time to see the feet in front of you in certain areas around the world, and cities like London, like New York, like Tokyo, and so on, purely because of the density of the electromagnetic fog that is all around us. So how do you clear it? Now, there are many, many products out there. Most of them do not work. And again, here comes Feng Shui into play, holistic Feng Shui. It's about reading the energy lines, understanding where the grids are in your office, where they are running through your home, and then placing natural devices. I love crystal sculptures, and I have recently started working on creating highly effective and also very beautiful looking um, healing crystal sculptures, which are designed to elevate the frequency of your environment, and in doing so they are helping you to move into a higher level of consciousness with greater ease, because it reduces the strain on the body having and the mind having to constantly fight against the toxins in the environment. By the way, I will show you here. I don't know if the camera will pick this up. This is one of these pieces. They are relatively small, so they can be used for meditation purposes. Um, as well, look very beautiful as a decorative item sitting on your desk, helping to create a clear and healing energy field when you're sitting on the computer. You can see here I used spirit quartz. Well, I hope the camera shows it up. There is amethyst, and there is rose quartz and certain types of fluoride. Here I have added a laser wand, which is detachable and can be used for specific healing purposes as well. Without going into the details here, because I've worked hard at this, it's my secret to make them very effective. You know, there are other things in there you can't see. But the people who have so far seen them, not only everybody says they are very beautiful, people are also attesting to the fact that they can really feel the energy. And this is coming from people who are not in the field, from professional people who are working in the world of finance and trading floors and other areas. So they can feel it. So if they can feel it, you know, I am sure you can too, because it's in all of us the ability to feel and direct subtle energy. This can be learned. So that is the first and very powerful step towards creating a healing environment and raising the frequency in your home and producing a supportive energy grid for body and mind. Really what I teach people in consultations, using that piece, you know, and other things, you know, there are other techniques you can use, all using natural crystals and other natural materials to raise the grid of your entire home. It can also be done in the garden. It can eliminate the effects of noise pollution and various other toxic concerns we all have to live with these days. It's beyond the scope of this video to go into all this. However, I do encourage you, if you are interested, please do contact me. Go to my website, thebuddhisttrader.com. Also in the bottom below this video, in the written section, there are the contact details. And you know, contact me or check out my blog, where there is also quite a bit of information about these matters. And also in the holistic Feng Shui section, I have written quite extensively about these matters. So please do go there, learn more about it and educate yourself. And then if you're interested, please contact me to discuss more and schedule a talk on Skype, and I can explain to you how you can bring these techniques into your workspace as well as into your home environment. I'm feeling very, very strongly about this. I mentioned before, I have done research into this for many, many years. I came originally from researching geopathic stress. And then realized that geopathic stress lines often occur where there were none when new cell towers go up and other radio masts appear. So that in itself was quite a concern to me. And as we know, the situation is compounding day by day. More and more equipment goes up. The danger is not going to go away. So we do need to deal with it. I mean, if you care at all for our Earth and this beautiful planet we live on, I certainly do. And that is my main motivation, um, to make sure that we leave something behind that our children can live and thrive in, rather than sitting in a situation where we are constantly fighting against an invisible wand of difficulty and challenge, working hard, working ourselves into exhaustion. This is not the life I want for myself. It is also one of the hardest things to get across to people and the people I work with, to make them understand, yes, this is not utopia. This is not some new agey mumbo jumbo I am talking about here. It is possible. It really, really is possible to get out of that survival modus operandi into that place of self-actualization and lead better, more satisfying, more purposeful, and healthier lives. It's possible for all of us. Okay, yes, it comes at a price. You always have to give up something in order to gain something new. And hence, hey, this is also why, yes, chaos is necessary, but we do not need to live in permanent chaos. We may need to go through a little bit of it in order to come out on the other side as bigger and greater and more empowered and healthier and better versions of ourselves. Okay, I have said enough in this video, which is sort of rather longer than most of my videos. I do sincerely hope that I got my point across. Again, if you are interested in learning more, there is plenty on my website. Check out the Holistic Feng Shui section. Sign up to my 7 Secrets course if that is something that might be of interest to you. Okay, it's mainly concerned with financial issues. By the same token, this is something we are all affected by. Our financial world is directly linked to the issues of electromagnetic radiation as well. Let's not lose sight of this. So anyway, so please check it out. TheBuddhistTrader.com is my website, and I look forward to engaging with you again. And thank you for watching this video. If it speaks to you, please share it with other people, because it is important that as many people as possible understand what is going on. We can do something about it, and with every person who takes positive action, we are together creating a better future and a better world. Thank you.